Hello. So, the topic of minors and confidentiality and best practice when it comes to treatment. Well, first, I believe that minors have the right to confidentiality, 12 or older, just like anyone else does. In an instance where, we've been talking about some things that are rather uncomfortable, and I would think that some parental involvement would be beneficial. I think the first thing to do would be to have that conversation with the client and just ask them, hey, would you be willing to, maybe have mom and dad come join us on a session and we can talk about this together? Do you think they would be receptive? Are there reasons why you don't want to share these things with your parents? And just feel out maybe the relational aspects of that child-parent relationship as to why they may or may not be comfortable in sharing that with their patient or with their parents. And I think that the direction after that would very much depend on the conversation with the student, because it could go many ways. The student could say, oh, absolutely not. And then in clarifying, have valid reasons why they don't want to share with their parents. But then they could also say, well, I've just been frightened. And, maybe if we do it together, I would be willing to do that. And maybe it would be beneficial to move towards the goal of that client's treatment. If it's detrimental to the client and the treatment, then I think, the confidentiality supersedes wanting to get the parents involved. Now, I think the caveat here is if those topics are serious enough where that child could be talking about harming themselves or potentially harming someone else. Now, if that is the case in this instance, then I think that other action would have to be taken. And I think it would just depend on the specifics of the situation. I hope that clarifies. And this is something that I'm absolutely interested in as we talk about school counseling and what that looks like. So let me know what you think.